Hello, my name's Kjarten and today I've got something wonderfully strange to show you. Have a little look. It's these 3 loops of paper. All 3 of them have got a black line going all the way down the middle. What I'm going to do is cut along these black lines and see what happens. Watch this. Here's the first one. And if you look, the black line goes all the way down the middle, and therefore, if you cut anything exactly down the middle, you should always get 2 bits, because look, there we go, there's the scissors going round there. And by the way, if you're doing this yourself, do please be very, very careful with scissors, as I'm sure you know. Don't rush, don't rush. In fact, this should have to be exactly on the black line, as long as it's close enough. And sure enough, once you've chopped it down the middle, hey, there they go, we have the 2 separate bits, exactly what we might expect, so they can just go and sit there and behave themselves. Here's the next one. Once again, the black line goes all the way down the middle. You'll notice, of course, it's got a twist in it, but that's where the fun starts. So let's give it a little starter there. There he goes. And once again, we're going to chop this one all the way round the middle. No cheating. There we go. It's a bit tricky with it being twisted, but just concentrate and we should just nicely end up. There it is. Bink. And we get 2 bits. But look what's happened. The 2 bits are linked together. It's quite neat, isn't it? But there's still 2 bits because we chopped it down the middle, so that makes sense. And this one, if you look very carefully, there is a line going all the way around the middle. Okay, so scissors out, get it started just very carefully, that first little cut there, and then scissors in there, and once again we chop all the way round the middle. As I chop down the middle, one piece of paper goes to one side and the other piece of paper goes to the other side, and that's why we end up with 2 pieces of paper. Or do we? Let's see what's been going on. All those loops started off with just a strip of paper with a black line down the middle. Now for the first one, I just made a nice neat circle like that. It's like a bracelet, stuck it together. Then when you chop it down the middle, you get the 2 bits. That's nice and straightforward. For the second one, before I stuck it together, you have to put 1, 2 twists in it like that. You put in 2 twists, then when you chop that one down the middle, you get the 2 rings, but they're linked. And this is really kind of fun. If you make one of these and ask somebody else to cut it, they're going to be really surprised. There's 2 links all held together, like a little bit of a chain. It's a neat thing. But the really strange one is when you put the bit of paper together, but you just put 1 twist in it. That's what happened with the third one I cut. Whoops. You just put 1 twist in it. And what you've done is you've made a one-sided piece of paper. I know it sounds weird. If you don't believe me, you make one of these and try and draw a line or colour in just one side of the paper. But of course, the one side joins up with the other side. There's only one side to this piece of paper. In fact, if you trace your finger all the way around the edge, this piece of paper only has one edge as well. It's a very strange little thing. It's called a Mobius strip. A few people actually had been inventing them and talking about them, but it's a German bloke called Mr. Mobius. In fact, here he is. Hello, Mr. Mobius. He's the guy whose name is put with these strips of paper. Now, what you've seen is some very simple versions. It's worth having a go at these, having a little play, but I'm going to show you 1 or 2 slightly stranger versions of the Mobius strip. Here we go. This Mobius strip has got a red section going all the way down the middle, and the red section keeps the 2 white sections apart, okay? Those 2 white sections don't seem to touch at any point. So I'm going to cut all the way along the black line. I need to go around it twice. When I've done that, can you guess what I'm going to get at the end? Are you ready? Here we go. Here comes the last cut. What's it going to be? Ta-da! There we are. We've got the red bit. That's actually a complete little Mobius strip. And then we've got the long white bit there. So it's 2 links linked up like that. Did you guess that was going to happen? Really? Did you? I've got another one for you now. This one's really weird. What we need is a paper cross. And there's a nice shortcut to cutting a paper cross. I'll show you. First of all, you get your piece of paper and you fold it exactly in half and do a really nice tight fold there. And you fold it in half again and you do a nice tight fold there. And there's a couple of extra little bits. Here we go. Find where the four corners of the paper are on your folded piece, and that's where the four corners are. Go to the opposite corner there, and when you get to the opposite corner, you fold the whole thing like that on a sort of diagonal. Oops, make that just a little bit neater. Okay, and then nice tight fold down there. These tight folds are important. You'll see why in a minute. Then once you've done that, you get your scissors and we cut along here like this. When you've done that, when you open out this bit, this is good, isn't it? It's great. Look, here he goes. And that is that is our paper cross. And what's more, what's nice about the paper cross is the folds give you a nice line down the middle of each arm of the cross. What I've done now is I've actually put some black lines along the folds so you can see exactly where they are. And I'm going to get a little bit of glue, just plonk it on the end of that little short arm and curl that one round, and I've made him into a little plain band like that. So when I get this one, I'll put a little bit of glue on the end there and curve him round, and then make that one into a plain band. And then I'm going to cut all the way around both of these black lines. The big question is, when I've cut all the way round, how many pieces of paper will I actually have? Will it be 1 bit, 2 bits, 3 bits, 4 bits? Do you know? Have a little think. Ready? I'm going to start cutting now. Okay, here's the very last cut. What do you think? There you go. There's just one piece, and look, it makes a rather nice little picture frame, a little rectangle. Hello. Right, that's that one, and if I put it here, you can see it's perfect and flat all the way round. But now, we've got another of these paper crosses, so I'm going to do something almost, but not quite exactly the same. A little bit of glue there. He goes there, like that. So that's the plain band. And then if we get this one here, I'm going to put the frame's going away. Going to put a little bit of glue there. But this one, when I glue it up, I'm going to put one twist in it there. So in fact, that top piece is a Mobius strip. This thing sets up a load of questions. First of all, is that a one-sided piece of paper? If you started colouring in there, would you be able to colour in the whole thing or just one side? How about that? And of course, the big question is, if I come chopping all the way round both of these black lines, how many bits am I going to have at the end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 625,417,509, possibly. Right, we're going to get cut. Oh. Is that the oh, what a shame. I've run out of time. Now, that's a pity. I was so looking forward to this. In that case, I'll have to leave you to work it out for yourself. In fact, better still, why don't you have a little try? Make one of these, cut all the way around. Remember what happened with the last one? When you do this, you might well be surprised. Okay, have some fun. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.